Okay, finally I'm making another vlog. This was a long break from my last one. I think it was a couple of weeks. I mentioned on my last video that I'm going for the dentist, and then I'm gonna be more likely 10-12 days out of the water. Unfortunately, it was longer. Unfortunately, I think it was at least a couple of weeks. And so finally tomorrow is going to be my first pool training. So this is why I haven't been training in the water for the last couple of weeks or even more. What I was doing, I was doing some dry teaching. Also, I done a lot of dry training, especially for the last 7 days. For the first 7-10 days, I was not doing any training, just like super lazy lifestyle. But then for the last week, I started doing more and more like a volume dry training. So I'm now focusing on my mainly like monofin training. Some of the video you maybe saw from my Instagram, some of my videos from dry training you're gonna see on this video. Also, I do some dry training for the bifins technique, but less than the monofin. And also I do just a little bit training for the no fins technique. So I'm not preparing for the any no fins performance. So this is why I'm not focusing on dynamic no fins at this moment. But still I'm checking different new exercises, partially the ones which I'm gonna use myself in the future after the upcoming competition, and partially that I can use this exercise for my students, right? So this is why I'm testing some new exercises. A few exercises I really like, more like mobility exercises. So yeah, you're gonna see them on this video, and then hopefully later I'm gonna make a full videos about such exercises. So yeah, tomorrow finally my first training session is going to be mainly volume session. So for tomorrow I'm planning to do about 1 hour monofin training. It's going to be a short monofin, 50 meters repetitions with a quite long rest for complete recovery. And then I'm planning for this training cycle. Unfortunately, it's going to be again only a couple of weeks, but for this training cycle I'm planning to increase the volume of swimming. So tomorrow I'm going to start with that. I'm going to start doing swimming exercises. Tomorrow is going to be maybe only like 10-15 minutes, but the plan to do them more and more. Also, at least the plan for tomorrow is after the pool session is over, then it's going to be dry training. I'm still experimenting which dry training more effective for me, for my level at the moment. I haven't figured out yet, so this is why I do a lot of experimentation. So yeah, this is going to be my plan for tomorrow. So 2 weeks left, 2 months left for my competition. Unfortunately, big upset for me is that most likely I wouldn't receive my big monofin because I just ordered it recently, and then there was some delay with my order. So hopefully it's going to take them less than 5 weeks, because on the website I order emulsion of carbon, not carbon fiber, emulsion of fiberglass monofin. On their website, the production time 5-6 weeks. However, they said that they try to do it faster. Let's see if it's going to be possible or not. But there is a chance that the monofin is not going to arrive before the competition. But it is what it is. If it arrives, I'm going to compete in it. If it's not, then I'm going to use again my short silicone monofin. For the bifins, same. I order a pair of emulsion of carbon fiber bifins. If they're going to arrive, I'm going to use them. If not, I'm going to use again my old carbon fiber, also emulsion of fins. So this is a little upset that there is a big chance that I'm not going to receive my new equipment before the competition. But let's see, fingers crossed that maybe I'm going to be lucky and I'm still going to receive my equipment. Okay, so what would be my training tip? It's going to be based on my recent communication with a couple of my students. Like now, a couple of my students trying to do their personal best on each session. which I do understand that. I do understand our desire to have a bigger numbers in your favorite discipline. I do understand that. I have the same desire. But remember, when you focusing on the personal best, more likely the technique is going to be secondary, right? Because you can have only one priority. If your priority on this session is to reach your new personal best, your priority is not going to be how to improve the technique. So this is why don't do it on each session. Each one session, for sure, you can try to do your personal best, but then maybe on another session, maybe on a couple of another sessions, you want to focus on certain technical elements and just work on them. So this is going to be my training tip for today. Don't focus too much on personal best. Don't make it as a priority on each single session, obviously. So this is why I prioritize technique, prioritize adaptation, whether it is a pool adaptation or depth adaptation specifically. And then from time to time, for sure, you can try to do your personal best.